School administrators, support staff, and central staff have a challenging job securing private data within school boards. Not only do they need to secure data on a daily basis, they are also responsible for the protection of data for long-term or permanent storage. Usually, staff do not realize that the private information most at risk is the kind they deal with on a day-to-day basis. Papers left out on desks, photocopiers left unattended, or printing to network printers are all easily preventable breaches if care is taken. The secure storage of long-term data is of great concern. Student record files, as well as other documents, often need to be secured and stored for a number of years. While keeping documents in locked filing cabinets may be the preferred solution, budget constraints often make this impractical. Usually, when this is the case, documents end up stored in bankers' boxes under tables or desks. This is unacceptable. If proper storage is not available, staff must be creative in storing sensitive information securely. One option would be to store boxes in a locked storage room with limited access. The boxes could also be sealed in a fashion that would show evidence of tampering. Even with the documents securely stored, protocols must be followed when staff remove sensitive documents outside the area. The destruction of physical documents is an important issue. Are sensitive documents such as class lists, financial data, or student records being properly shredded when disposed of? Or are they being crumpled up and tossed in recycling or waste bins? The improper destruction of data is the leading cause of data breaches in the school system, and they happen frequently. In 2004, 12 boxes of student data were accidentally left out on the street in front of a school in the Bronx. Fortunately, these were recovered in time, but had identity thieves discovered them, no one would have known what had happened to them. Student data is of great value to identity thieves who use the information of children without financial records to generate credit cards and other forms of ID. Data must also be shredded in a timely manner. Stockpiled files to be shredded at a later date are often a treasure trove for thieves. In the summer of 2005, the University of Michigan Credit Union had the data of over 42,000 customers stolen from an unlocked storage room while it was waiting to be shredded. To make matters worse, the data wasn't even discovered as stolen until almost a year later. These are just a few examples of why the destruction of private documents is essential. Sometimes breaches are the result of nothing more than an accident or carelessness. This may be something as simple as a fax sent to an incorrect phone number, or more widespread, such as student data being mailed to an incorrect address. In 2008, a high school in Keller, Texas, incorrectly mailed out sensitive student data. While addressed correctly, the documents inside were the records of other students at the school and contained medical information and social security numbers. The school has since decided to no longer mail out sensitive information as a single package in order to mitigate the consequences of any potential future error. This is a solution that staff and administration could look towards to avoid any potential future problems of their own. While rare, the direct theft of documents from a school or board building usually results in the most destructive consequences. Staff must always be attentive when it comes to locking office doors or being aware of who is in the building. While this seems obvious, it is advice not always heeded. In 2006, the entire student roll from a college in Nassau, New York was stolen from an administrative building when a worker left her desk for less than 10 minutes. As a result, the college had to offer costly identity protection for over 21,000 students. Other more malicious breaches can happen in the form of direct theft. While nothing can be gathered from DVD or USB drives sitting on a table, if that disk or drive were stolen, the data could be disseminated quickly without any way to secure it again. While a physical file folder may contain a few dozen pages, a USB drive can contain thousands of pages in data. Putting passwords on USB drives is an important step and will prevent many thieves from accessing the information. But it must be stated that many of the security measures on these drives can eventually be bypassed with little effort. For these reasons, it is important that staff treat digital storage devices with as much care as documents. Opportunities for document breaches are everywhere. Staff can take simple steps. such as locking files and offices, shredding files, and generally keeping documents out of sight to protect the privacy of students and other employees.